Lam Rim means a general presentation of the whole path to become a good person. And we're studying right now, this week, how to become a bodhisattva. And there's a song, I can't play it, it's illegal online. But there's a beautiful song, Bodhisattva, won't you take me by the hand? And it's a rock and roll song, good guitar part for Ben Gibson, incredible guitar part. And I remember hearing that song, Bodhisattva, and I didn't know, this was before I met the Tibetans, and I didn't know what's a bodhisattva, but I like the word. Somehow I like the word. Maybe you have this experience that the word is attractive, or the word sounds beautiful. Oh, he's a real bodhisattva, you know. It means he's a really nice person, really good to other people. So we've been studying, and by the way, it doesn't matter what religion you are. I don't care. You're a Christian, or you're a Muslim, or you're a Buddhist, or you're a Hindu. It doesn't matter. Every tradition has this idea, like a bodhisattva, super nice person, super nice person. You know. So I think every country and every culture appreciates special, nice people like the ACI volunteers or the Gold Club organizers. You are already bodhisattvas in that sense, okay? So today I get to teach the bodhisattvas about bodhisattva, okay? And in the Lam Rim, a story came, and the author of the Lam Rim said, you should learn to do an act of truth. And you can base it on being a bodhisattva, okay? That was in the Lam Rim. You should learn to do an act of truth, and you can base it on being a bodhisattva. For example, it's like the story of the bodhisattva whose name was Sada Prarudita. Sada Prarudita. What's it mean? Can't stop crying. His name is crying all the time. Mr. Sada Prarudita. Mr. Crying all the time. He can't stop crying all the time, you know. And when I heard that name the first time, I remember, I enjoyed teaching because I remember learning everything myself. I was not born as a Buddhist, and I didn't grow up in a Buddhist country, and all of these stories were new for me. So I remember the first time hearing about the Bodhisattva who couldn't stop crying. And I don't know about you, but in my mind, I had a picture of a very compassionate guy, you know, super compassionate, and whenever he thinks about hungry people, refugees, or any problems in the world, he starts to cry. You know, I had this picture in my mind, and it's wrong. Okay, that's not why he's called that. All right. So that's the first thing I want to say about his story. He's not called Mr. Bodhisattva, who cannot stop crying, because he's compassionate. That's not why he's crying in the story, okay? And then the Lam Rim says he did an act of truth, and he fixed his body based on being a bodhisattva. He did an act of truth, and he fixed his body based on being a bodhisattva, okay? So what does it mean to do an act of truth? Most of you guys heard about it. And this is not just Buddhism. This is all of India and all of South Asia. There's an old tradition that truth has a big power. Truth has an extremely huge power. Telling the truth in your life has a huge power, okay? In fact, that power, you can harness it. It's like a wind, what do you call those things? Windmill? Turbine. Yeah, we just went to California, me and Veronica, and we went to the beach, but on the way, you can see these big wind turbines, and they are harnessing out energy that was lost before, right? For thousands of years. The wind blew across the Arizona desert. Nobody tried to catch it, Nobody tried to make electricity. And now we are grabbing that energy out of the sky. And some of the lights in this room are powered by those wind turbines, the electricity that comes from them, right? Some percent of Arizona power comes from those wind turbines. The act of truth is very similar, We tell the truth all day sometimes, or partly true, and you can grab that energy and you can turn it into other energy. You can turn it into power for your life, you see? Every time you tell the truth, you can grab that energy and you can use that power. So you can say, for example, if it's true, I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the ACI director got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do a broadcast for DCI, not for ACI. Okay? If it's true I was a nice guy this morning, then by that power, I should have the best breakfast in Bowie, Arizona, which is not very difficult to have the best one. Okay, you can take the wind power, the wind, and turn it into some energy. Okay, that's called act of truth. Okay, what's the most famous act of truth in ancient India? If it's true, I love my neighbor, then
turn the river backwards.
Yeah, then the largest river, maybe in the world, I think, should go backwards for a couple hours. And there are stories of farmers who went to the saints and said, "Stop it already." And the saints are like, "What?" He said, "Stop turning back the Ganges River. We're trying to irrigate our fields. And the river's flowing backwards. Can you just stop it? Stop this act of truth stuff, So we're going to describe an act of truth, all right? You can do it any time in your day. You can say, if it's true that I volunteered to help ACI, or if it's true I'm supporting the Gold Club, if it's true I'm saving this ancient wisdom, then may my aunt's cancer get better. You see what I mean? You can use that wind energy for other things, okay? And you should try it, okay? If it's true that I spent a year helping as an ACI volunteer, or if it's true I spent a year helping the Gold Clubs, then my aunt or someone who's sick, someone who's sad, they should be happier. I give them that energy. Okay, got it? So here's a famous act of truth. Here's a story. It's going to take a while, okay? So get your coffee and your Nutella toast and just relax and have fun. If you want to turn it off, if you want to go to the bathroom, come back. If you want to eat breakfast, come back. If you want to go back to bed, that's fine too. Except the people in the room. Okay, and let's just have fun. Today is fun. Today is relaxed. Today is for the volunteers. And it's to thank you, and I do thank you very much, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to project this Tibetan. Somebody was complaining about me for something, I don't remember. But, and of course, when someone complains about you, you think about it. So I was thinking about it in my important room after I went to the toilet. But I was thinking, there's one thing about this tradition, especially Diamond Mountain tradition. Everything we teach here comes directly from the ancient books. We don't teach anything nothing here that doesn't come from the ancient books. And we put the ancient books, the original language, in the class materials. You see what I mean? So you can't say this is not what the Buddha taught. It's directly, the ancient book is in the class manual. You know, we're the only place in the world that does it, I think. There's 30,000 pages of ACI and other materials. And each sentence has the original language with it. And you can check it, you can look at it, okay? And that's the amazing thing about you Gold Club people. Because you import the ancient books, Geshe-la can teach directly from the ancient books, okay? So you're very, very important, okay? So we're going to study directly from the ancient books, okay? Today. And that's just the way I like to do it. And it's not Geshe Michael, and it's not my idea, it's called Buddha, okay? And this story, because in the Lamrim, the Lama says, it's like the story of the Bodhisattva who couldn't stop crying, how he fixed his body with an act of truth based on bodhicitta, the Bodhisattva's ideal. And then he went on, he didn't tell the story. Then I'm like, we don't know the story, you guys know the story, you grew up in Tibet, we don't know the story. Could you please give us the story? And then what's cool about John Brady's ALL database, that Bodhisattva's name is Mr. Cannot Stop Crying. If Geshe-la wants to find the story in 300,000 books, which is 15 million pages, something like that, I can just say, give me the story of the Bodhisattva who couldn't stop crying, and it comes within 2 seconds. I get it within 2 seconds, okay? It's a miracle, okay? But somebody has to type it. To type it, the person who types it has to eat breakfast. The breakfast costs money. Got it? That's why we're fundraising. Okay, all right, here we go. You ready, Paul? Tene chanju semba semba chambo tak tungu chong park it sonduki usu tukte. Now, this is part of a long, long story. It's deep in the middle of the 8,000 verses, which is 1,000 pages of ancient Tibetan, okay? And I found it in about 5 seconds, okay? Thanks to you guys, thanks to you Gold Club people, okay? Then the great Bodhisattva, named Can't Stop Crying. In Tibetan, it's Tak Tu Mu. Tak say Tak, Tak Tu Mu. Okay, Tak Tu Mu. He went to the town square, like in Bui. That's that place, right? He went to the town square to do what he had to do, okay? He had to do something. And if you know this Prajna Paramita sutras, hundreds of thousands of lines about emptiness, in the middle of those emptiness explanation, there are stories. There are beautiful stories, and someday we should translate them, okay? So here's his story. By the way, he was a normal guy. He was having a normal life. And then he woke up one day, probably to do a 3 a.m. DCI talk, and he heard this sound in his ear. It said, "Go east, walk east." And he's like, "What? Who's talking?" And there's nobody there. And then it just was quiet, and he finished his DCI broadcast, and then he's gonna go for breakfast, and then he hears this, "I told you, walk east." And he's like, "Who is that?" And he keeps hearing this message in his ear, "Walk east, you must walk east." And then he's like, finally he can't stand it anymore. And he just gets a backpack, and he figures his iPhone, where's east? And he went to the east. He started walking to the east, and he doesn't know why. Nobody told him why, And he just kept walking. And he believed the message he got. I'm supposed to slow down. I was going slow. No. He believed the message. And as he's walking across Diamond Mountain Desert, he starts to have this vision of a teacher sitting in a house teaching emptiness. He gets this strong picture of a teacher at that moment teaching in a small house somewhere to the east. And then he starts walking faster. And day after day, he's walking to the east. And this vision gets stronger and stronger. Like as he's walking, he can see this teacher. He can't hear, but he sees the teacher talking, and he's like, and he starts to understand that if he keeps walking east, he's going to meet the teacher. You see what I mean? Then he gets to this town, small town, and he senses the teacher's house is on the other side of the town. He made it. He made it to the teacher's house, And then he's like, God, I did it, Today I'm going to meet this teacher. Today I will get emptiness teaching. And then he's like, oh no, I can't go to him empty-handed, I got to have something to, you can't meet a teacher without some flowers or some pizza or other important offerings, So he's like, but he spent all his money on the road. He has no money. He's entering the town with nothing. And here's the story. Here we pick up. Okay, ready? He's going to do his act of truth for pizza. Okay? Indian pizza. All right. He went to the market square. Mi sunde, say mi sunde. Mi sunde. Mi sunde. Who wants to buy me? He goes to the middle of the market, like that mercado in Guadalajara. I forget what it's called. Yeah, next to where Aldo lives. You have to go past where Aldo lives or something. So anyway, he's like, who wants to buy me? Who wants to buy me? I need money, It's very funny. He's sitting there like, me for sale, Okay. Jock, you guys had Jock because it's part of Shravaka. He proclaimed in the market, okay? Shinkeki Puso, he started yelling. Dene du dichenki dinyamdu. There was a demon standing nearby, invisible demon, And he says, Chanchu semba chemba tatumudini. This Bodhisattva, Mr. can't stop crying. We don't know why he's crying yet, okay? But you're starting to get a clue. This guy is gonna sell his body so that he can get some offerings to offer to the great Bodhisattva, whose name is Dharmodgata, okay? Dharmodgata. It means High Dharma, Mr. High Dharma. Okay? He wants to honor his teacher with some flowers or something, and that's why he's selling his body this morning. Okay? Jita chanju samba chimba shira kiparu to chimba la chena. If this guy learns the perfection of wisdom, what's a demon gonna think? Disaster. What happened when the truck hit the lady with the big butt? Disaster. Never mind. Sorry. This is what your husband does in the morning. Okay. If this guy studies emptiness, we're in trouble. The demons are in trouble, okay? Nyodu lana mepa yadaba zobe chanju du zopars. He will quickly reach total Buddhahood. If he keeps studying emptiness, if he gets contact with this great teacher and studies the perfection of wisdom, which is emptiness and love together, right? Then it's going to be a disaster. He'll become a Buddha. Then we have another problem. We got another Buddha in the world, okay? Parata Chimbada, Tabla Keba, and he will learn Tabla Keba, $100, Tab-K. Jigme was first. Jigme paid Jigme $100, okay? Upaya, yeah. He will learn, not papaya, upaya. He will learn how to do tricky good things, which is worse than being a Buddha. Okay. Yalso Diwa Gyurte, he will get used to doing that. De Topa Gyatso Jesu Topa Gyur. He will gain an ocean worth of teachings from this teacher. Very dangerous. Du dan du ki ri ki la ta ki mi tupa gyur. Then people like me are gonna get in trouble. He's gonna give us trouble, okay? Yenten tamje ki paro te chimba jesu topa gyur. He will reach the other side of the ocean of good qualities. Prajna paramita. Okay? There's Semja Mambo Taki Den Chepa Gyur, and then he will be able to serve many people effectively. Okay? That's a problem. Lana mepe yandaba zobe chanju ngumba zobe sangye ne de dang shenda kyang ngai yulen dawar che. Ngai yulen dawar che means he will pass beyond my clutches. I won't be able to get him. He'll be moving too fast for me to catch him. The demons, right? Dawar che pagyurki. Daki di parche chao. I should give this guy a parche. I should create an obstacle for him, right? I better stop him now. Like, okay, the demon's like, what's the Bodhisattva doing? Who wants a me? Who wants a me? You know, he says, I gotta stop this guy. Nyam tu samso. Dene du de chenki. Chine tramse dan kimda de da ki chandu samba samba chabda tatu misen yor duche sewe drajita mitupagyor. He arranged it so that everybody in the market couldn't hear what he was saying. Got it? The Bodhisattva is in the marketplace going. And everybody's like, wow, look at the weird guys. He's doing like that, but we can't hear anything. You know, he arranged it so the sound was blocked. Okay? Yonsu dip. He blocked the sound so people can see him, but they don't know what he's saying. Okay? $300. Tell me what happens next to the Bodhisattva. $300. Gyaltse won the $300. Say it.
He starts to cry.
He starts to cry out of frustration. God damn, I'm trying to give my body away and nobody can hear me. Then he can't stop crying. Okay, got it? Now you guys know a big secret from the Perfection of Wisdom Sutras. The Bodhisattva who cries all the time is not crying out of compassion. He's crying out of frustration. He's crying. I do this way at home, I get in trouble. Okay. So he went in a corner and started crying. Okay. All I wanted to do was make some flower offers to my new teacher. And I was trying to sell my body. I don't even have the karma to sell my own body. He's like, my karma really sucks. You know? My karma is so bad. I can't even sell my own body. You know? He's like that. Kiema means By the way, Kema is kihe, and Kema is a translation of kihe, which means, okay, Kema, okay. Topo ngambo topo, I'm a really lousy person. In the whole world, I can't even sell my own finger. You know, how bad is that? Okay, all right. Then Chakra came, which is the Lord, it's the Wangbo of the Indra, right? The Lord of the gods. Chakra means destroyer of 100 cities, but he's powerful, okay? Super powerful dude, Deva, okay? He said, Dita chanju samba samba chatungo dita te chedepe chedaki luyon setanwa sape samba punsan sopa yina mayimba. Is it possible that this guy's really willing to sell his body to get some flowers, to meet a teacher he never met, because he had some vision of, that he's going to learn emptiness? Is it possible? This is weird. Like, who's thinking that? Chakra, king of the gods, Deva number one. Sapa punsa sapa yina mayina. I doubt it, I mean, come on, that's a little extreme. Chandu samba samba chamba tatungu daki sepa chao. I will test him. Who's talking? Chakra. I'll test him. Let's see if he was really willing to sell his body, Let's see if he's sincere. Then maybe we'll help him out. Okay, cool? All right. Nyam de samso. Chakra thought to himself. Dene lanam gi wambo jagin. Gyajin chamse kyu cha che dungum batu bene chanju samba. Then the Lord of the gods emanated as a teenage punk. Okay, chamse kyu. Okay, he's like Pachi on a good day. It's like, hey dude. He's like a cool young man, handsome, cool young man. Okay? He emanated this as a normal, handsome, cool young man. So, and he approached the Bodhisattva who can't stop crying. So he said to Dr. Ngu, here's what he said. Hey, Rikipu. Hey, child of noble family. Deta kyo yimi ga dungla. Why are you sitting here crying? What's the problem? Why are you so sad? What's going on? Dela tata ngudike chemeso. Chamse kyo. Then he said, hey, cool, handsome young man. Ngay lud duna. I was trying to sell my body. Ludi nyawa yang manyedo. But I can't even do that. I failed even to sell myself. So I'm depressed. Gyajin tamse kyusukchengi mepa. Chakra in the form of a hip, handsome young man, said, hey, Rikipu. Okay, hey, noble young man. Why do you want to sell yourself? What are you doing? Dr. Ngu de la Mepa, Tamse Kyu Ngani, Chen de Peche Dani Tsong de Chilla Chippa Jawa Duching. I want the Dharma. So I'm selling my body. That's why I'm selling my body. I want the Dharma. And it's improper to seek the Dharma without honoring the teacher. It's improper. I can't. It's not right. Papa chanju samba chembo chupa la yanko wa teacher wa duna. Lunyawa de nge manine de langi dinyam de semso. The reason I'm so upset is that I was trying to sell my body to buy some flowers. And I failed. Something's wrong. Nobody's even listening to me. I must be Mr. Zero Good Karma if I can't even sell my own body. Okay. All I wanted was to learn emptiness. Papa chandu semba chemba chupa lang kurti cha nyamna. And I wanted to honor my new teacher. What did we call him? High Dharma. High Dharma. Taki lu nyawa manye do nyamo, but nobody wants to buy me. Then the hip young guy said to the Bodhisattva, Rikipu, ngala mi ni chawa meki. Hey, look, I can't use you. I don't need a person. Okay? I don't need like a slave or, what am I going to do with you? Why should I buy you? It's useless to me. Like one more mouth to feed in my house. I don't need you. Okay? Kyang. What's that mean, you guys? But I was gonna do a special fire offering this morning. Say Chujin. This is a Hindu, ancient Hindu, not nowadays, okay? Ancient Hindu fire offering. And they need parts of a human being. They need a heart. They need some lungs. They need some brain. They need some kidney, okay? To throw in the fire one by one. Okay, this is an ancient, terrible custom. They used to do it with cows. They would cut up the cow and offer parts of the cow to the fire. This is the ancient homa. It's one kind of homa. It's not all the homas, but, also ha. And they would kill a cow and take out his heart and then take out his lungs, and one by one. So look, I don't need a person, but I could use your parts. Okay? I could use your heart. If you want to sell me your heart, we can talk. Okay? I need a human heart. I need some human blood. I need some bone. I need some marrow from you. Okay? And I will pay you the cost of them. Okay? And then you can, before I cut you up, you can go buy some flowers or whatever. Okay? All right. Dene chanju semba sembo chatu ngudid nyam to semte. Kanda ki chamse ki did daki ningdan tata rupa dankong yawa nyepa dini daki nyepe chel nepa nyepo. I'm so lucky. God, today I went from worst karma to best karma. Someone wants to buy my lungs and my heart and my blood. Dang, I'm so lucky, okay? Daki luni shiraki paro to chimba dan takepa dan sangeki chinam la yonsa zopa gyuro. If I sell my body today, these parts, maybe, definitely, it'll make the karma for me to get emptiness teachings later, okay? It's worth it. It's worth it. He's very happy. Yonsa zopa gyuro, I will become a Buddha. Nyam de de sem gawadang. Sam Devada, Sam Nertu Gawane, Tamsa Kila Dike Chemeso. He was happy. He was super happy. He was super, super, duper happy. And he said, deal. It's a deal. Okay. Tamsa Kila Ngeluni Kila Kandan Kandupa Chino. Do whatever you want with my body. Yay! Okay. De la Dike Chemeso. Rikipu Kirin du Chidupa Chino. Then the guy says, wait, let's get the contract straight here. How much you want for your body. I'll take whatever you're offering. I mean, I can buy some flowers. Give me a couple bucks. I can buy some flowers, before you cut me up, And Mr. couldn't stop crying, got so excited, he grabs a sharp knife and he starts going at it. Okay? He's so excited, he can't wait for the He's like, give me a knife, somebody. By the way, this is a Buddhist teaching. You are not meant to do it. Okay? So I don't want to hear that somebody in Moscow cut their fingers off and sent them to somebody in France. Okay? Bad idea, okay? We are not at this level. Repeat. We are not at this level. Repeat. You will not be at this level anytime soon. You are not allowed to hurt your precious body one scratch, okay? These are old stories, okay? And always some fool somewhere says, I'm at that level. You are not. Okay? And don't do it. It's stupid. Your body's very precious. You have to take good care of your body. If you feel like stabbing your body right now, go do a hard yoga and get healthier. And that's the level we're at. Okay? All right. So he grabbed a knife and he shoved it into his right arm and he started to let the blood out. Okay. He took his right thigh and took the knife and stripped off the meat from the thigh until he exposed the bone, down to the bone. Okay? Tsikpe. Tsikpa means he exposed the bone of his right thigh. Now, very Vajrayogini. Very Vajrayogini. That's why I like this story, okay? Very Vajrayogini. There was a beautiful maiden who was the daughter of a local businessman. Okay? The beautiful daughter of a local businessman. She was sunning herself on the roof of their expensive Fifth Avenue apartment. She's sunning herself on the roof around the square, like Central Park, like John Brady's old apartment. And she's like, wait, what's going on down there? You know, she's like getting a suntan. She's in a bikini, I guess. And she's like, what's going on down there, you know? I'm just kidding, okay? I'm sure she's in a sari. Wow, what's the guy doing? He's cutting his arm up. He's cutting his leg up. You know, she can't hear what's going on. She saw the bone under the thigh. When he got down to the white bone, she thought to herself, Rikipu, they teach you Dani la Dani Dita Nasa Chipa. Dog Rikipu, they chung the song their deal. I gotta get down there and ask this guy, what's he doing? Why is he cutting himself up like that? You know, I gotta get downstairs and go out to the square and ask him, what's going on? What are you doing? Okay? Dene Bungi Pumbo de Chanju Semba Semba Chemba Tatumula. Kalawa Deas on the chin and Chanju Semba Semba Chemba Tatumula Dike Chemeso. Then she descended to the street. She crossed the street. She went into the market square. She went up to the young Bodhisattva and said, what are you doing? Riki Pyu, Kyo Chi Che Da Nila Dita Binata Tak, Che Chatan Rupatang Kang Di Chishicha. What are you doing to yourself? What are you going to do with the flesh that you've cut off? What are you going to do with all this blood? What are you going to do with the bones? You know, Tatungo de la Mepa Pumu. Tramse Kyu de la Lutsongte. Oh, young lady, I am selling my body, okay, to this nice young man. Shira Kipara to Chimbala Chipachao, and I will give this money as an offering for emptiness teachings and bodhisattva teachings, perfectional wisdom. Paba Chanju Semba Semba Chimbo Chipala Kuti Chao, and I will honor my teacher, High Dharma, okay, my new teacher, who he hasn't met yet. He just had a vision of him, right? Then the young lady said to the Bodhisattva, Rikipu, Kyo dita daki ninda tata rupa dankan dang yang zong te Rikipu da de la koti chawa dupa kula yendenge riksa yendenge kepa chishin dupa gyo. Well, what are you going to get out of it? You know, you sell your body, you get some offerings, you go to the class. What's going to happen then? Why are you going to the class? Okay. De pumo de la dikeche pumo riki pudeni kala nge lapa jawe chiraki paro to chimba dante kebela datuma. I'm going to learn the perfection of wisdom and upaya. Special ways of getting dharma done, like go clubs. Okay. De la nge labna lana mepa yanda bazobe chanjung bazobe sange de semchen tamche ke tendu gyur. When I learned how to be a bodhisattva, And when I learn emptiness, I will become a Buddha. That will make me a Buddha. And then I can really help people. And my body will change as if the alchemical elixir had been poured on it. My meat body will turn to a rainbow body. I will have an indestructible diamond body. I like to call it living diamond. I will be living diamond. I will become living diamond. I will get the 32 major marks of a Buddha. I will get the 80 secondary signs of a Buddhist body. Light will emanate from me in a halo to a dome. Dome means from finger to finger if you're 6 feet high. Okay, I will have a dome halo. I will have a 6-foot halo. Okay, I started. And then I'll be giving light to the whole universe. I will get all the amazing qualities of a Buddha. Okay? And he lists them. Okay? He lists all of them. If you're interested in them, go read Ben Kramer, Mixed Nuts translation, coming out soon. We spent, how long, Tim? A year on them. Okay, something like that. That last part of the book. All right, and then I will be able to share all these riches with every living being. Then the daughter of the rich man said to the Bodhisattva, your description of what you're going to do with this money is amazing, incredible. Okay, awesome. Ricky Poo, Chiki Dunder Ditare, Ray Cheer, Young Kelpa Kangi, Lungi Chimani, Losi Young Toma Joe, Mamba Chita, Chimate, Dead, some the Kiki Chidi, da Gya, Chasing Puda Chuma, Yosu Chupachita, or Dag, Kyan Duchin Sudo. I would like to do the same. That sounds cool. I want that too. I also want that. That's beautiful, right? De Dana, Rikipo, Kyo Kandan, Kangi Chanjaki Samba Samba Chimbo, Chupala Koti Chow, Sernum, Nobu and Mutik Chamba, Baidoriam, Mulam, Musala, Karba, Lohita Ragawa. So, hey, I have a suggestion. Let's buy you some gold. And let's buy you some jewels. And let's get you some pearls. And let's get you some Baiduria. Lapis lazuli. Yay. And let's get you some silver. And let's get you some Musala Garba, which I don't know what it is. Okay, it's not Masala Garba. Okay, it's some kind of gemstone. Lohita Raga. I just gave a Dharma name to Elizaveta Babanova, and this is it. Okay, Elizaveta, here's the name. Lohita Raga. Okay, the ruby, the lady. I'll give you rubies. Shell, I will give you rock crystals. Metok, I will give you flowers, incense, perfumes, garlands of flowers. Arnica salve from Nile. It's exactly here. Chema, powdered incense. Kursam, golden clothes. Duksam, parasols. Gyansam, victory banners. Dubu, sacred bells. Paden, more banners. Marme, butter lamps. Anything you need, I'll do it. I'll take care of it. Okay? Dagni la dita bedunya macheshi. I'll get you whatever you need. I'll pay for everything. Please don't cut yourself up. I think she fell in love with him already. Okay? And probably mutual. Dakyang Kyodon Dokte. And let's go together to the Arya. You and me. Let's go ask him for teachings together. Isn't it a beautiful story? Now you know why I wanted to tell this story. It's so romantic. Let's go meet the Arya together. I will be your constant companion. And we will study the Dharma together. Okay? Yay! Daniel Namki Wambo, Gajiki Chamse, Q, Cha, Chemi, no Wachete. Dainiki Lucy Chanju Samba Samba Chambo, Tatangu Dundu Dune, Deke Cheso. That Deva stripped off the disguise and showed himself as Iron Man. Or, in a Deva form, So he strips off this hip young man disguise, and suddenly here's this golden Deva standing in front of the Bodhisattva. Riki pu kyu data ba yidam la tembadam data ba chu dundu nyawa dini lexo. What's that mean? Good job, Mr. Bodhisattva. Good job. I tested you and you passed. Okay. Ngenki desha shepa dacho ba yanda ba zobe sangi daki. That's exactly how people get to be Buddhas, by doing what you're doing. You're so smart. You're on a definite track to become a total Buddha. Let me tell you the truth. I don't need your heart and your marrow and your blood and your liver and kidney. I was just joking. I don't really need it. Okay? Meki. I was just checking you out. I was just seeing if you were serious. Okay. Rikipu kiki chok long shik. Rikipu kila chok chitabo shik jimbacha. Go get the ultimate. You're done with your test. Go pluck the ultimate from this Lama, okay? You're free. The deal's off. Go get the highest goal. De la mepa kyachen sanke kichunana mepa dak sul dalat sul chik. Then there's a little side story. The Bodhisattva says, you teach me. You're so glorious, You're so amazing, this Deva. You are so golden, light, huge, beautiful Deva. You teach me the perfection of wisdom. I'm a powerful being, but I don't have that much power to teach emptiness. I don't have that power. Okay, to teach you love, I don't have that power. I can crush a planet in my fingers, but I don't have the power to teach you emptiness. And I can't teach you love. Somebody else has to do that. You're going to have to go to that teacher, okay? He has the power. I don't have that. I can crush a planet like this, but I don't have the power to teach you emptiness, okay? Then he says, but you have the power to fix my body, right? I just cut off my thigh meat. You get the story now? What are we supposed to be talking about? How an act of truth based on bodhicitta, intention. And so the Bodhisattva says to the Deva, but before I go to the teacher, could you just fix this leg and this arm? Can you fix this up? Can you do that much? Then the Deva says, do an act of truth, young man. Do an act of truth. You can heal yourself. Heal thyself, okay? Heal yourself. How? Say, if it's true, I want to help all the beings in the universe, then may my leg be healed, and may my arm be healed. Okay, got it? If you do this act of truth, something will happen. Then in a single instant, the young man's arm grew back and his leg grew back. And he became purely healthy and normal and walked to his teacher. Yay! Okay. That's the story. And again, so anyway, I hope you found it inspiring. I love this story. That's why I wanted to tell it separately. And I think there's a lot of lessons for us there. There's a lesson for all of us there. Okay?